a Celtic clipping, but I love her just the same.
So we're back with another episode of the Maroon Machine podcast. It's the first one before competitive football returns. As you can see, a couple of very special guests today. Leighton, how you doing?
I'm alright, mate, aye.
Yeah,
Yourself?
Aye, I'm grand. It's you were saying before, you're built for this.
Aye,
The video was
no
done.
pressure under cameras.
What about yourself, Garry?
Aye, all good, mate. Yep.
Yeah, and Kieran back again, looking sharp as ever.
Back in. Feel shite like, but I'm here.
What's the matter, like?
Looking
2 metres.
I think it's go for a week.
Can't taste for
It's aye, so we're getting to have a chat about football, obviously Kelly, but first of all, Euros have been gone and he's watched much of it since Scotland went out.
I watched it until Love Island started. No, I watched first half.
You'll not be allowed to watch it now.
Should I watch it? I'm like, no, we'll watch Love Island.
It was that what was a big France game, it was that big day the Love Island kicked off and it was a proper
Aye.
game. I think Andy Murray was playing or not,
Aye.
like, that was a shit night.
Love
Island's cash.
We done a sweep at Dundee and I done it, and kind of what teams that were brought in the training, and I pulled it was me first, and I got France, and everybody's like, no chance, no. Definitely would have won this money because they were shooting. I thought they were shooting.
Aye.
Petted out the who? Dundee United.
Switzerland.
You did a sweepstake this year?
Nah, we done that like score predictor thing in the groups. I came up with 30th.
Is there 30 people on it?
32. I even entered my wife, I done scores for her and she beat me.
But it's been good. I think the two semis midweek are going to be a bit, just hopeful Italy and England winning, and we get a decent final, but we'll probably get treated to Spain, Switzerland.
I absolutely want England out.
Nah.
No, I
The sooner the
want to
better,
see.
man.
No, I want to see England go to final and then get beaten. Oh, 100%.
But then I just didn't want the risk of that 50-50 chance. I want them out and win.
I get what you're saying. Like it would be.
Switzerland as well.
If I knew what was going to happen, I'd love them to get to the final and get beat 1-0 in the last minute. But we didn't get that choice.
They're only goal that they concede. Brilliant. Obviously, you two boys still playing football, still fit and ready to go for next season.
Don't know about that.
I'm breathing in this whole episode.
Dundonald again for you, Stuart. How are you feeling?
This is it's my third year out of 3, but obviously I've not even had probably a full win season because of all the games that have been cancelled. But last season there, and hope to do well again. Push on, like I said, we've never got to the end of a league yet, so we don't know. We don't know how far we can take it, but we've got a good squad and we're signing some boys. Just said Murray Stairs as well, so it's basically Kelly reserves up there.
That's going to be cracking. We'll definitely need to get on a couple of those games. I think when Kelly, when we're away to Elgin or something.
That's what an old Rangers strip you'll fit in.
Have you seen your strip?
It's a belter, aye.
It's disgusting, man.
I was actually going to just buy it for holiday or something. That's minty.
What about Recycling? That's away for your home team, you said, eh?
Aye, well, from Inverkeithing originally, but brought up in Camden, Rosyth, so it was an exciting challenge, I felt, going back there. They're improving, they've got a lot of good players, made some good signings, and a chance of winning that league. So, if I can go back there and win a league with my local side, it was probably the only move that excited me to get right back into it, so I'm buzzing to get started.
The mean last year come. That looks like you know.
I heard Muzz might be going back, so fuck that. Night suit with him again, I end up divorced.
They were busy though, the side face. I think at the same time they signed a good few boys.
They've signed a good number of boys, and we've gelled really quick. It's like everyone seems to be getting on great, and the changing room's good, the banter on the WhatsApp is really good and that. So I just hope we can kick on. We've had a couple of good results there as well.
So folk are playing your jokes on this. Cross goose was terrible, wasn't it?
Well, I'm a bit close to the bone with some things like this. I think Greg McEwen, how many times did he kick me into the Kelly chat just for videos and daft things, and then cross skates, I put a few things in that just tumbleweed. It's just the younger generation though, they're probably all sitting on their PS4s and Xboxes and I'm not going to repeat what I put in it. We'll leave that. You'll edit that.
It's got to be a good season. You obviously mentioned it not been a full season, but getting the supporters back, that's got to be massive.
Oh, aye.
Like, well, I don't know what's Forsyth and Dundee like for tournaments.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about Forsyth now, obviously, but
You'll be.
I think we're a bit. I think well, that's it. They'll be coming to see the big man now. Now, I think if your team's challenging for a league and doing well every week, folk want to get up on a Saturday and come along and watch you. So hopefully that will get a bit of interest.
Because the pitch is overgrown, isn't it?
We're up at the Fleets on the Astro. There's an Astro up at the Fleet grounds in Forsyth, but I think they're trying now to get the civil service. I think they're sort of going for that way. I think Dunfermline Athletic are in for it as well. I don't know much about it. I think in the background there's a lot of work going on to try and make that our sort of home. Now get the facilities for a bar, your changing rooms and all that. So that would be ideal. To be fair, a bar.
The old right part was a fucking shambles, wasn't it?
See, at one point it was really good because you had that part. That's where my dad started his managing career at Forsyth before he came to Kertley. And it was brilliant. The park was good. They had the yard pub was open. They just fell into there after games. It was really good. But I think they sold it to like Aldi or Lidl or something recently.
Sounds
It's a shambles.
Should ask Hubby about his penalty in that park for the school team.
Yeah.
Won it in Stranraer. Fucking better. Got finals with life. Fucking shit.
You need to ask it on one of these.
Nah, again, I'm going to drill him out. I'm still having nightmares about that trophy not coming home.
Nice. So two new teams, but obviously when you think back to your time at Garry, it was a pretty special team you had here, eh?
That was the main thing, was the boys, wasn't it? Even at the start, like we spoke about before in the first one, we didn't go on to winning things and stuff, but Tam came in and instilled that attitude and we started. It was brilliant to be winning things, but the thing I remember more than anything was the boys in the change room, because it was unbeatable. All due respect to the boys in the new and other change rooms I've been at, but that was unbeatable.
I don't know match it ever.
Yeah.
But it was just nonsense, to be fair. Just the character. Tam had a good eye for like an idiot, I would say, but like a good guy as well. Like, there was never.
That was what I looked for, right? Good player, right? But of that idiot.
He'll fit in great in this change room. Because the night straight, you were going up to Aberdeen and that, and there's 18, 19 boys staying overnight, and just that sort of togetherness we had, I don't think I would be beat.
Bus trips.
Bus trips. Because it was jumping to the east of Scotland, it was you were looking at the league going, look at that, it's a few shiters. I'm like, to swear on this,
That's fine, we'll leave it. That Dalbeat game, I mean that one when first time I went to Dalbeat in the bus to the Mercedes out beside it, and then went in the shop. I don't even went in to get a drink, but they had a wee section with Buckfast. Then I had the first 3 players in there, and Tam, it was all gone.
See that game, right?
It was the Elliot one, wasn't it?
We were talking, because Elliot Ford's just signed for us as well at Dundee. And we were speaking about that on the way up. Elliot just used to shite all the time. He would honestly come about 3 shites before a game,
at least 3 before he left the house as well.
So we went into the pub because we were waiting on the bus, like everything happening with that, and we just drove away. We were a good 5 miles down the road, and we were like, they're definitely missing somebody. Why?
And then I had my phone started ringing or something.
I was like, Elliot, when we got Elliot, where is he? He was doing a shite. We just forgot or wrote a message to him, he's still shite as much. He says, nah, Mo's nervous now. It must have been Tam.
Tam made Elliot go for 7 shites a day.
That was funny.
Was that the one Muzz went down, he had to run back for it?
I had to take the bus right back. I think we had to take the bus back.
I remember one where we got a good bit down the road and it was Muzz that just got out and ran and we wondered where he was gone. He came back with somebody, I can't remember. That was
The bus trips are tremendous, aren't they?
Especially, that was like, must have travelled in style with Kelly team when they got that new bus.
Oh, was that brilliant?
The first time we got it though, we were through Cumbernauld mind and it went on fire. We're driving back, just actually past the Valleyfield turn off and stuff, and the bus pulled in and everyone was like, what the hell, what's going on? And we thought it broke down, and everyone was getting off. I had to run up and tell Conrad's like, I'm not fucking standing outside, it's freezing. It's only broke down. I was at the back of the bus, it's on fire. So I was in there, had to go and stand about 30 yards away from the
The
bus.
smoke was coming inside the bus, I thought it was about his vape.
It wouldn't surprise me if Conrad still didn't get off the bus.
No, well,
Just to stay a bit warm.
I was like, that could blow up at any minute, I should get off.
I bet you should get out. that team league is talking about a couple of Super League titles, and then it was massive making a switch. What was it like for you, like as a players, when Kelly made the switch from juniors to what he's known for a long time to East of Scotland, and there was a big unknown, eh?
I said to you before, I'll let guys go and after because I've told you about it before, but I didn't agree with it at first. I don't know if you were the same, but a lot of the boys were thinking we didn't really want to go and play these fucking shite teams.
Yeah,
I think get the feeling as well, like with Kelly had arrived on that Super League, which was an amazing standard, the Super League, the teams. It was your Linlithgows and Bonesses that were winning everything, and we'd sort of cracked that, and you're like, it was that, do you want to go away for that? Because we want to just continue to win these leagues and improve in cups and stuff, and it was like you say, the unknown. But it was clearly the best thing.
That's the thing, that the folk that made the decisions were obviously in a better place to make them than we were, eh? So we didn't see it at first, but it doesn't mean that we weren't totally against it. We just thought, it's maybe a bit of giving it a year. We maybe had to give up a year and say, although we were still scoring goals and winning all the time, but you want to challenge yourselves.
But it still came to the best game of my life. That last game of the season was unbelievable.
And that was the reason you needed to score. You couldn't go away, didn't you? Like Tweedmouth and win single digits, because Lawrence Thistle were doing exactly the same thing. They were not going to folk at the parquet, and I'm sure you would have got there anyway. But Cargill helped you get towards the goal record, which you did stand for a very long time.
Well, maybe I wouldn't have got there if not. Larry would have kept me an extra half a season or something.
So we're going against easy teams and score a few goals.
Counting them friendlies and that. That Tuesday season night against Leighton.
I think it's all the older leagues as well, so you've not won the Scottish Cup, and you've probably got a team that can challenge at the Scottish Cup.
Yep.
So why move the new when you're sort of competing as a squad? But
You wouldn't have the cups, eh?
bigger picture and all that, eh?
We were never. I think because our main focus a lot after winning that first Super League season was unbelievable, and after we won that, we kept dropping out all the cups because I think we took the eye off the ball because we were going so long with like unbeaten in the league. It almost, you had that feeling before cup games. Everyone was like, "Thank fuck, there's no pressure. There's nobody up our arse," and I ended up getting pounded.
It was tremendous time, obviously, and we've sort of, I suppose Barry was a new era in its saying, and we're on even a new squad now, a lot of new boys coming in, but you guys who were in that Super League, you were together for a long time. A couple of folk obviously left, came back again, but it was fantastic, and I'm sure you have got tons of your stories that you can share. And down the line, maybe after you go away and see how you feel about the swearing and seeing yourself with all this cursing coming in.
Stories, I don't know if we should repeat.
But looking at the squad we've got just now, we've obviously got a day of rerun through the Montrose game. I'm not sure.
You're the one that's seen it.
No. Can you make it again?
6-4 surprised me.
It was there was still a few talking points, and fingers crossed Mark gets the highlights at some point, but Cargill with the goal just into the second half, about 60-minute mark. Fashion, he got it, to be fair. Big Flem was here. He was in goal for Montrose.
Hairy bastard.
He's tidy as he set up a wee bit, isn't he? I was just looking at goal thinking it wasn't him.
He used to take so
Did you have
long.
pink or that one? No, did you have pink? He used to ask for a pink goalie top every year.
He used to have a hairband. He would be the last one out for warm-ups. The goalies are normally the first one out, he would be the last.
He had brilliant save he made against Fash. Anyway, Fash had scored in the game. A few opportunities. I think put on Twitter getting on the messages away by the end of the pre-season, but Cargill gave us a lead 1-0, and then for whatever reason we ended up with a 20-yard box, and Montrose ended up with a penalty. It was outside the D. Like, are you seeing it?
Dean put the picture up on Twitter. I think it was Dean anyway, and he said it is like it's the
Liam Callahan too, we local boys.
Kelly boy, he put it away for the penalty spot as well, so it ended up being 1-1 in the end, but a decent run out the 3 games. You just get to see the highlights.
Another episode after this.
we'll tag them and let it roam, but no, it No, it was a good run up, and then I suppose I'll hand it to you for this, but Dundee United next day.
Aye, and we were saying just about Tam earlier, and that's big step for him. And for his first competitive game to be back here, I ken that he had a wee show last year, I think it was the Livingston game. Could you ask for a kind of harder game? He's got to walk out there. It's all familiar faces. There's fans in for the first time in a year. They can't find what to be in the shoes, to be honest. Like, if that goes wrong, Kennedy's fucking deep in it already, for the first game.
One thing I'll say about Tam loves that. Say talking about walking out in his shoes, there's no better person for it, because he absolutely thrives on that sort of pressure. He always has, even as a player and a manager. So if there's a man to do it, it's him. But it's mental the way football works, isn't it?
We were saying before it that he maybe could have cut his teeth somewhere else, but honestly, it's not going to surprise me if he does well. And like you're saying, there's maybe it doesn't seem like there's as much pressure, but he'll not look at it that way. He'll look at all the pressure in his
Well, I think it's a different kind of pressure, eh?
Aye.
He's not got. I think he's got the same kind of pressure that a manager that's been at that level already has when you go into the job.
Well, a lot of people are expecting him or thinking he's going to fail already, because it's so. Turns up and does what we know that he can, and his knowledge of football, which is second to none. As Cargill says, it wouldn't surprise me if he done really well.
I messaged him when he got that. I'm still waiting on replies. It's left me unread.
He's quick enough to check my flight times when I'm out on holiday, but he doesn't reply to good luck messages.
He's fucking went Hollywood on you, right? Hollywood the other day, like cheeky bastard.
Stuart Cargill.
He's like, oh aye.
How do you think he'll how do you think his players are going to react then? Because I mean, I've got to use your word in. He like to get good guys, but thanks. But Dundee United, he's gone in. The squad's already there. He's got to. I don't know if he'll maybe. He could have probably said, "What the fuck are you doing?" Talk to you really bluntly because of how close together he's worried. Do you think he'll hear that?
I think that's probably going to be his hardest challenge, because all these players are seasoned pros, and some of them, kind of, if they're idiots, then maybe look at it and go, "Well, what have you done in the game?" And you maybe not command that respect. But the thing is, he's been about the club for a wee while now, and I think he's well respected already. His first signing was Charlie Grooms and all. It was one of the first one anyway. So.
At the end of the day, the club wouldn't have gave him, if he's not well respected and well thought in there, he wouldn't even have got thought about, you know what I mean? So I'd imagine he's already got a level of respect there. And if he has got good guys running about him, like your senior pros in the Dundee United, that'll give him that respect anyway, because at that level you shouldn't have guys that are think they're better and like, oh, what's he done, or that shouldn't even come into the question. But that'll be interesting to see.
No, absolutely, and that's it's the first one for us as well, obviously. And what do you guys think? How do you think it's going to go, I suppose, on Friday? You reckon?
Well, again, it's like you said, the pressures on them, and it's a tighter part than what they'll be used to. So, and it's not as if Kings have got good players. It's not as if it's just shite like us. The pressures on them, and take it to them. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if he's got something in it. It'll probably be close. So tell you.
As I bring in sport on the Friday night, you've obviously been in a sort of similar position more recently as well, Garry, because you came here with Dundonald when it was Queen's Park, and I suppose the pressure, that was a crazy night with the weather and all sorts as well, but you made it a very tough game for them. I think you took them right up to the end. But
I mean, with respect to ourselves, you probably not have the same kind of game plan as we did. We went in and it was horrible playing. We just sat back and kind of soaked it up and tried to keep it at 1-0 as it tended to be. Wanted to be 0-0, we 1-1 for as long as possible, and then got nicked one at the end. But you'll probably be able to get a board and pass a wee bit better and pose them different threats.
What do you make of that? Obviously, when you say about those different threats, one of them that we've got is obviously Austin. He's came in, you are obviously that guy who we relied on for the goals he could, and what do you make of Austin?
He's flying, he better slow down, because it took me 7 years to get that. Marcus Rashford turns up, he's brilliant. Obviously, we had a wee short time training with each other and stuff, and he's brilliant. He's so sharp and his finishing's brilliant, so he just better slow down.
Ken, he's not even had Peebles or that.
And see, when you look at that back line, obviously you were part of a cracking back line, especially for character, but you were just strong and you were all knitted together and what have you. When you look at the Kelly back line now, we've got a completely new one, we've got Foster in there, and a couple of boys that are back and Dougie Hill, big boys. What do you make of that back line now when they're going into this cup game and also the season ahead?
Well, sort of similar. Big guys, as big physical guys. Like when we won our first Super League, it was essentially 4 centre halves across the back, wasn't it? Because I was left back, Roger Duffin right back, 2 centre halves, and then you had Tam and Big Shaq. So we had 4 centre halves out there. The Kelly back four now, I'm probably a wee bit more athletic than the likes of myself. but it's just the players that Kelly are bringing in now. Just the one I'm really excited. Not even in the back line, bar Jonas. I couldn't believe it because being a Rangers fan and watching a lot of Rangers. Like a lot of the levels, I couldn't believe it. I thought he could have went to an SPL team or whatever. I don't know how. Who was he on loan to last year? Was it Ayr United or something? I don't know how that went, but I was very surprised actually.
He'd been at Partick Rafe. He was a wee bit unknown to him because he hadn't spent a lot of time at any of the clubs, but he's been like probably the standout for when he's came in. All the new boys that we've signed, and obviously that's massive when you think we've got Joe Cargill, Reece Peggy's been class at the back as well. Bar Jonas has been.
Is he quite similar to Dylan? George Leeser, would you?
Who's that? Bar Jonas?
Similar players, no?
No, I wouldn't say so. Like he's.
Maybe a centre mid, isn't he?
He's a right centre.
He's
still a bit more flair.
He passes me than Dylan. I love Dylan, but Bar Jonas. It was him that fed fast food for his goal in the Partick game, and he done exactly the same, but it was obviously just Big Flame that was in the goal this time. Managed to save it, and Cargill knocked it at the top. And I kind of thought Cargill might have filled in that role that Dylan's left, but him and Higgy just work so well together. They're like what Tam and Dylan were last year. They cane each other, and they play off each other really well. But Bar Jonas has probably been the standout. Like he's tremendous, and I thought, are we just signing him like it's Kelly Rangers? Are we just signing him because he's for Rangers?
It's a big statement that I feel, because he was really highly rated as well amongst the Rangers support, as Kevin Thompson was as well, which I think a lot of Rangers fans were shocked with as well at that point, because he's really well thought of down the ranks at Rangers as well. So it's exciting times here, definitely.
What did you make it when you saw Kevin Thompson was a new signing?
I'll leave that to you, that's probably more your side.
He's in the wrong side. Well, my brother-in-law, Greg Williamson, his wee brother Ben Williamson, he's actually starting for Rangers first team tonight. He was on loan at Arbroath and that, so I spoke to him about his relationship with Kevin Thompson and stuff as well. And like he's so high, like I say, they hold him in right high regard. And I think he was even a bit surprised, I'm taking the job and whatever. So, it's a really exciting appointment, I feel. Especially to lose Barry Ferguson to then replace him with somebody like Kevin Thompson.
I think that's the main thing. They could easily just went, well, was Barry Ferguson like that because he was that kind of high? Like, is that the level? I mean, you can't reach in that again, especially with how people are talking about him as well. Thought of the younger team doing it at Rangers, so they're still keeping that man, aren't they?
Definitely.
Because I think he'll bring a lot of younger guys on as well. If he's got that, he's obviously got that at Rangers with the young boys, and he'll give young boys a chance. And you see boys on the bench for Kelly like Deansby boy Tyler and that will probably get a crack under Kevin if they're showing it. Would they got as much a chance with Barry? I don't think so. So I think for the young boys especially, it should be pretty exciting for them.
Definitely, he's different kind of manager. Definitely for Barry. And I've not been to training, I don't know if you've been to training.
I'm going to guess that he's not as mental.
I think first time I came doing it was after training. I must have signed somebody. Maybe it was Bar Jonas I came to speak to, I can't remember. But they were all walking about and I was like, how is it? And it's quiet. So they were really quiet with him, and it was just Barry's way of managing. I think one of the folk that might benefit would be Cammy Russell, because he always got it down after Barry.
I think Barry was jealous how good looking he is.
You're a man.
Gorgeous young man.
I've noticed a couple of man buns.
Oh, there is a few.
When we were at the Brecon game, I was like, they'd have been chopped off on a night out, back to the crazy gang.
Cammy Russell, McNabb and Easton were all spotting them at one point. That first time me and Kieran came into the commentary, we'd signed a bunch of folks. So we'd got Matty Flynn and Dylan Easton. Matty Flynn had long hair and Dylan had short hair. And I'd memorised all this stuff to try and remember. I'd had a wee look to see who tucked their t-shirt and all that kind of shit for doing the commentary, and I came out and Dylan had gone his hair and Matty had cut it. I was taking a piss. But that caught on like that man bun. Like, I think Cammy was the first though, eh? Cammy Russell. You didn't follow it?
I didn't follow here. I just shave it all like
that's not your department.
But no, they said it's quiet, and they said the training's different. It's a lot more like game orientated.
Yeah.
Which I think it was.
Barry's trainings were I got sub for shape. Were you there at that time?
Was that when you couldn't quite get it?
I couldn't get it. It wasn't
I think I got him for training at 11:30 that night because he couldn't get the drill.
It was shape, but it was no goalie, no defenders, and it was fake, and I was getting annoyed, but I didn't think it could be up against in that. And he just went, right, you know what, over you go, get somebody else in, sub to a shape. That's the embarrassing moment.
Brought Jordy on.
What did you think about Barry when he left? Do you think it wasn't really done fucking cloak and dagger, but he kind of
just went on the phone and said
I was shocked.
The contract he was thinking about going. At that time, I think his son was in America. I thought he said he bought a house over there, and he was going to go over there. So I don't know what happened with his son. He's come back over now, eh? So because of that, I thought, well, maybe I'll stay and give it another crack. But I wouldn't necessarily say Al was that much a step up.
I didn't think it is at all, but I don't know. I don't understand it really. But
look at that week one. It's gonna be tough. Like Queen's Park have just went up. Obviously, Cove's in there. Whoever else can do with them, I think they'll struggle to go up.
It's a risky job to walk into. Like I don't know what their financial situation's like if they'll get the backing that he certainly got here. So it'll be interesting, definitely.
But they're only a part-time side, and they didn't switch to full-time when they got up to the Championship. So, and I reckon they'll stay in League One. And you've got to think we'll get a chance to do well in League Two. So
I would think so.
Could hit ourselves against them if it odds on the job after the season. So that'll be really interesting. I suppose that's when we'll really know if we made the right decision.
Who jinxed the challengers in this league for these?
I think Edinburgh City, I think will be there or there.
Oh really?
The biggest one though I think is Steny. That they've obviously got the BSC. Swifty, aye. They've got him and he's gone and signed up a bunch of BSC folk. So it's like what we were talking about with Tam earlier. I think Swifty was like that. He could talk to the players. He'd say, put your fucking finger out, and they all did it. And then when he went, it was like, I don't know if he'll do well, but he basically took half the BSC squad to win.
So he went about the whole league and kind of picked out get players for every team and just sort of elbowed them in as well as bring a few.
Well, that's not the daftest thing to do, because I'd say the Lowland League top 6 anyway is a better standard than League 2 in my opinion. So
I think they'll be massive. Like I say, Edinburgh City I didn't think looked that great last season, but I think they'll be there or thereabouts because they have been every year they've gone up.
Henderson won the Spartans are big, you know. Blair Henderson, instead for Spartans.
Where was he? Was he at Montrose? Is that him? No, that's playing Lions, isn't it? That's
he's still on one.
Blair Henderson was at Edinburgh last year, but I think he was a top scorer there. Couldn't barely won the game, and he'd been doing well at that level for a long time, and then he's obviously moved down to Spartans now.
Took Tamora as well, face from that who scored a bad for him. So it's I think Steny will be a tough game. Elgin as well potentially.
See, Edinburgh have lost a lot, don't they? Tomo's just signed the County. So
and Black's signed for us. Is Andrew Black? Is that his name?
Aye.
He's signed for us. So.
My wee cousin Regan Lumsden, he was at Edinburgh City. He's actually just signed at Versailles with us. He says that boy's a cracking player, boy Black.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about him. I've never really seen him play or that, but
no seen much. He's not been a foot wrong, not capable of the penalty, but he was outside the box.
no bit of foot wrong, but he's
Was a friend that Andrew was outside the box.
Lost the 3 points.
Doesn't count. But apart from that, he's not been a foot wrong. But he has been overshadowed by all the other signings, to be fair, so he's not really got a fair look at boss. I think him and Phil were the two that are keep battling for that place in the starting 11. He came on Phillips League, like he's not. Just
Remember him?
Who's that?
Remember that one? We were all in the corner, weren't we? James Breek and our shouting at him. He's trying to take a throw in and you can see his face smiling ever. Remember us, here's a wave. Chasing him down the line.
I don't know if there's much more to cover off. We don't want to talk too much about League 2 because we'll get to this every week and hopefully we'll get you back again. You got anything?
Nah, not me, I'd like.
Nah. We'll just finish it with me saying Andrew Mack's really good. No good. That's how we're going to finish it.
Slaughtered the boy.
No, well, I suppose cheers for listening, cheers for coming along and
Aye, no problem.
joining in, guys, and hopefully we'll get you back. Hopefully you'll be in the same car soon as well.
Shall
Few
no
more stories
time
next time.
advice. It's
Go through them and
smile
decide
you
which
need
ones
that I'll punch your ticket twice. Her father's just a waster. Her mother's on the game. She's just a Celtic clipping, but I love her just the same.